Welcome, slot car fans and fanatics. I say fanatics because there's enthusiasts, racers, collectors, but I think we're all just fanatics. The addict part comes from wanting so many cars. But this is it's a good addiction. This is what I call Stony Hill Raceway. I'm not far from Thunder Hill and Stonyford. Scalextric 4-lane. This is going to be my future lap tracker. It's been a while since I've been running, but got this one set up using my magic glue on the track and some braids. Got a lot of bad, warped, melted tires, but I'm going to go through the collection. See, I got a few imports there. Some nice ones, some newer items, my minis, Caterham that needs some work, but I've seen other guys fix it, so got some ideas. And that cheap little Porsche that still runs, Batmobile, the Cartrix Beamer. Yeah, it's missing the wheels. Quick little car, needs some work. Gonna be using that cutting board stuff with some black foam board to fill in the gaps here on my runoff areas. I want room on runoff on all the turns because I love the Ross Chastain move, but not here, not on my track. I'm going to be doing some gluing and the such to make sure everything stays down where it's supposed to. The bridge needs to be raised by, I'm not sure, but the Bluesmobile that I want is 8.5 centimeters high, so I need a little bit more clearance. But, oh, caramba, the old back. I'm gonna be changing this a little bit. It's gonna be the Slot Monkey garage, not Slow Monkey anymore. Got a little goodie box here we're gonna go through. I scored on the old marketplace. Got another T3. You know, I only had two. These mans you can get. This was a smoking deal. I was expecting a couple of cars, some extra track. There was a bunch of extra track. And this one's got little signs of wear. It's the old Matchbox SCX with the functional steering. She runs everything around the track. Had to see her work. The rest of these I have not unboxed or touched. So we got some nice goodies here. So I'm going to be trying these out. Hopefully the tires aren't melted on them. Look at that. A livery that I don't have to go with my collection. I have here another Porsche 1973. I was going to be happy with the track in a couple of cars, so the stock car guys were smiling at me. Look at that Chevron P19. Ooh, can't wait to give her a spin. I had a lot of magnet cars because I raced with some guys that weren't that good at racers, and the magnets made them better. And like one of my Chevrons over there, ex-buddy, he bought it and he went, "Man, that thing sucks. That thing sucks," because you don't know how to race with magnets. I almost did magnet speed with that thing. It has nearly no magnets. And it's still a fast car. This is an interesting one. Nice looking Audi. It just keeps going. Venturi 600. That's a nice looking car. There you go. I'll make funny noises now and then. I got spinal stenosis and nerve damage, so yeah. Wiggle around a little bit here and there, but the trigger finger works. I'm not dead. yet. Oh man, look at that Cadillac. Ooh, I like Scale Electrics. Some of them need magnets. Some of them you can take them out. You know, a lot of them they're toys that you can have fun with and make a little bit faster. I like a challenge. Challenges. I got my first Carrera over there is a GTY Mustang, and that's in a project. Audi, look at that. Oh, a Carrera. So you get to see how this one does. I also have the Carrera Capri over there. It's a beautiful car. I got some parts for it already. I'm going to try and do some changes for it instead of just modifying the guide a little bit and see what happens. You know, they should put a guide in there for the competitors' track. They'd sell a lot of cars, because after that first one, I'm very hesitant to buy another Carrera. Because I have a Scale Electric tracks. I know they're good cars, but my track, we'll see what happens with the Capri. Man, that is pretty. Not a big Porsche guy, but you know, you gotta love the, look at that scoop going over the roof. Matching wheels. This guy got some deals back in the day. I don't know. That's maybe a 4 of 03. And it still goes. Got the MG. You know what? I got this thing. This. Ta-da! Oh, crap. There. A little spasm. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. I don't need sympathy. You guys need to understand if I hear it. It's just a spasm. They happen all the time. Oh, that thing is cool. That is nice. I can go with some other cars. Man, one little purchase can help my addiction so much. I think I'm gonna go straight back in the box with these. Harman Kardon Limited 8,000. Oh, beautiful. Back then it was $47.95. Gorgeous car. Get that right. I ain't got the best disguises like I used to. Upside down. Not that blind. Alright, what do we got? 2 more. The finale. This is the Fly. Oh, I like flies. Some have problems, but they're so fixable. And they're just so flippin' gorgeous out of the box. Will it come out of the box? Will you let me have it? Come to me. Oh, yes. Look at that thing. Nice, beautiful car. I like it. Put it carefully back in the box. The lid. C5, and last but not least, Páginas Amarillas, the Repsol. Campeonato de España GT 2001. Oh, that is pretty. Marcos LM600. Look at them colors. That is one fine automobile there. One fine racing vehicle. Ah, yes. How limited is this one? Because I want to play with it. Leave this stinking thing in the box for its life. Needs to get out and play. Ooh, somebody spent $70 on it back in the day, so it must be limited. Did it say underneath? I ain't gonna pull it apart now. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna pull it apart now, but I will. So, I'll put those away later. We can leave them out. No cats in here right now. Oops, that goes on there. my recent purchases. Probably heard me talking if you were on Two Lines with Marty Ford last night, or I've also been on the UK one with Track Fans. I bought some goodies from LEB. I'm not particularly a Ford guy, but I like the German Fords, and this one, they were around here, they call them Merkur XR4 Ti. But it's a Golf livery. Come on. Look at that front of that thing. That's cool. So, LEB had that. Their clearance section is just, you can see, they tempted me. They were successful. That one's going to go operational soon. And like I said, the Escorts from Germany, they got that front end, looks kind of like a Capri. I like the Mercury Capris, that they call it here, the Ford Capris, and I like the Escorts. I like a wing, not over the top, not wider than the roof, but I like a decent wing. We'll talk about that more shortly. But yeah, that's just a cool looking little car. And we'll see. Maybe it'll rip, maybe it won't, but I'm going to have fun with it. And Bond. James Bond. Nice detail. Once again, this thing's going to be fun. I like it. I like the details. I'd like to have the red one too with the skis maybe. I've seen mixed reviews on that. You know how that goes. And I have a delivery came in recently. Racetrack Scenics. I've got the Wide World of Sports TV tower. I'm planning on putting right up there on the corner of the track. I got to do some more trim and stuff around there. There's going to be a fence and TV tower. And I got a little wireless camera that's going to go up there. And since I figured out this recording thing, it shouldn't be too hard. And I got the little Coca-Cola shack, snack bar. And I'm a cat guy, so I had to get the SUV Marcal. Spectator Outlook. Vintage. So, I got plenty of work to do. Got lots of goodies. I've already required the Batman car on my wish list for a while. Had a little bonus. I hit the dollar store and got some more storage because I got to go through my parts. Got a new craft section. And I got a bunch of cinder blocks once they've been slightly modified. Stickers, metal. Too. I got some bright green gravel. I'm thinking about putting that with some other colors in the tumbler. Tumble. And I got this stuff. Another little board. And a little paint kit. And a bunch of paints. I got cool craft paint for $1.25. So I'm gonna gotta make me a rack for my Dollar Tree deal paints. I got a dual workstation idea going here. This is gonna be the automotive shop. There's my latest fan of the Grand Prix, fan of James Garner. I mean, they named his TV character Rockford after a cool automotive move. That can't be anything but fun. And this is beauty. I mean, that's just art. Look at that thing. I love it. It's just, oh, I gotta remember, that one's been on the track very carefully. Didn't do anything to the tires, and it rips around pretty good. I don't want to break it, but yeah, it's just beautiful. Vague memories. My dad had a green Lotus-looking slot car back in the late 60s, early 70s. Got my hoodie going to be working soon. Hey, I remember that concert. Barely. This was one of my first RC cars. I'd slotted it once and not so well, but as you can see, I have plans. Got some orange staffs, hypers, and slotted kit. So I want to revive my old RX-7. This is gonna be the workshop. Currently, the Opal's in for tires. The 510 is in the body shop. I got this cool old Fly. Maybe recognize that. It's got some issues, but I got some plans that it will live again. And some of my antiques. That's some really old stock car stuff. And this thing, this was my old hot rod. It needs work again. Motor's popped out again. It happens when you drive like crazy. But yeah, this was my open class at my shop. Run whatever you can. And you can see, yeah, lots of parts lined up. Tires, wheels, kits to try to get the Carreras set up to handle my track nicely. Got me some nice tools for the 510 because I'm a tool fanatic and gotta have the right tools. Otherwise you just get frustrated. So we can move on to the craft shop. Got my little fancy table, and there's my new Revo, first Revo. I love my Revo. I got a slow-mo pick. I can see if I can find it. I like to do slow-mo picks and launch these, especially the old ones, to see how almost how fudged up the rear tires are, how much bounce you get. And it's great to see how cars launch and stuff. And this thing pulled the front wheels off the ground. It stayed in the track. It took off. Rubber tires, I drew them a little bit with sandpaper, track drew. And man, so this is gonna be the workshop area. There's the 510 getting ready to be painted. The clear coat did not survive the trip. Another one's on the way. Got some of my goodies up there, some of my paints. Oh, excuse me, I got a little toolbox I gotta get together for some of my building supplies, maybe table saw, and in the works to have my indoor, I'm gonna have a 3-stage indoor filter system. I got this system here that's the picture of it they showed on a half-scale dryer because that thing's way a little, I didn't know half as wide as a dryer, but anyway, that has a chamber that's gonna go with wet paper towels in it. I'm gonna do a ring around here that forces it down. So then the next bucket will have wet moisture in there, paper towels, some simple green to trap it. And then I had this silly idea, and it's gonna work. 14-inch Canon air filter, inch thick, 12 inches inside, and it'll just run along this edge. I'll get this camera. Canon will run right along that edge all the way around, and I'll put this was just one I had to check for size. If you use the small adapter or find the air cleaner base with the right, I'm gonna stick on probably a truck type 6 or 8-inch tall air filter on the top. So it'll go in the first trap. It'll go in the second trap. Air coming out will go through the third filter. So I think triple redundancy should be relatively safe. Got a bunch of LEDs, building supplies. Got some plans for the track. Let me get back on my wheels here because my hip has limited usage right now. Okay. I am planning to do down here at the carousel. Got a cave idea going down here. And there's a hint what the features might be. I have a kitten stole the crystal ball from the dragon. Tried to get the sword, but couldn't get the sword, but yeah. Crystal ball's missing. More LED lights. Oh yeah, I got this silliness going on right now. That's cool-ish. They don't, they're not gonna light up the track really, but I would use those here and there, certain things. I've got lots of other goodies, and I got ideas for street lights that I want to do. want to make a tower there. I might work with the guys at Racetrack Scenics who sold me other stuff, because I'd like to put a top on that with a nice ladder, maybe even a spiral ladder going down out to a cave or walkway, and have a viewing area up there. It would be pretty slick. That back section there, got enough room here. I'm gonna do a little, as you can see, a tease there. I plan on running along a lot of billboards along that sector with some grass and such. And I'm gonna try my rattle can Rembrandt and do some background scenery. Got that stuff in there for now. Got different ideas for around here, and 2 blinds, I might just paint them too. Gonna do some assorted rock wall. It's kind of similar to that chunk of the old Scale Electric stuff. I got foam I've already started for kind of a rock wall, a little rock fascia around the front of this. I changed some ideas and nudged stuff when I was building, so everything ain't perfect, but it'll get there. I worked with what I had. My custom table legs here. Little PVC extensions with a screw and some hot glue. Even business. Kind of strap it together a little bit tighter, but hey, I got 4 lanes. High speed fun. I got a bunch of track left. I am hoping to end this video with, I bought my first slot car or something just like this, and I bought a lot of stuff out of one of these things. I don't really have space for it anymore. I'd like to rehome it, so if anyone wants a killer display case, it is going to be available. Also down below there is Tyco 440X2, a couple thousand feet of it, controllers with the triple spliced power input, so you can put power in all over the track. I'll give it away. Some of my old junk. Gonna work on a rat rod. I think I'm gonna have to put Dragula on the street. Some of my old cars. So, and yeah, this is that's how we learned back in the day. That's how we caught up. I built the 4-laner back in the day. Some old goodies, and tried that for filming, but that's gonna be my working in the recliner on stuff to go cabinet. Gotta make a lid for it so the cats don't get into it. Well, peace, love, happiness. Keep your rubber clean. That's what that thing right there is for.